ITO Kim is our guest this morning. He's a writer who wears multiple hats. He is
a journalist, a PR consultant, an essayist, and co-host of Gist.
That's the one we want to talk about, Gist. He says it's Nigeria's #1 relationship podcast.
Yes, sir.
It focuses on Gen Z relationships and he answers questions surrounding them. That's what we're talking about today.
Yes,
You are Gen Z, right?
Oh, yeah, I am.
And then, do you think you have enough experience as a Gen Z yourself to talk about Gen Z relationships?
I mean, right now, it's my reality.
Okay.
It's where I am in life right now. So I cannot talk about millennial relationships or marriages.
Okay.
Because I don't have experience of those. I'm Gen Z, and I just feel like, you know, it's even beyond like experience. It's more of sharing stories that are real to me.
Exactly. So yeah, so the experience part, because I think that somebody who has passed that stage is the one that can bequeath experience. But I like the way you're coming from now. It's more or less like your share, what you live, what you know, your normal.
Yeah.
So talk to us about it. How does it go? What do you do there? How do you help people navigate the relationship they're in?
Okay, so honestly, the whole idea of even having this in the first place came from how, like, myself and my co-host, I do it with somebody, her name is Tosin. So myself and Tosin, we always have, like, our peers come around to ask us questions for some reason.
Okay.
So it didn't make sense to us because we are your age mates. Some of them were probably even older than us. And they were always coming to us to ask us questions concerning relationships.
Yeah.
And people had always said that Tosin and I could do something together. I'm like, should we write a book? No, because I'm a writer and she also sort of a writer. And we're like, no, let's do a TV show.
Okay.
Like Wake Up Nigeria.
Okay.
But it wasn't working. So let's just do a book. I mean, there's the internet and we have access to that, so let's do it. And that's really just it.
So coming from the idea to actually putting it together, there's a long journey there. First of all, you have to have support because you are, as you said, Gen Z. That means, you know, you've probably not made that much in order to fund it by yourself. You also have to have some kind of mentorship and support. So tell us about that.
Right. So Gist is produced by a company called Verse 5.
Oh, okay.
And Verse 5 is like a production it's a production company. Yeah. And so really the idea for Gist as Gist as it is came from the owner of Verse 5.
Oh,
so he's just like,
so
I think you guys are good together. Okay. Yes, so
let's just Gen Z are distracted a lot.
A lot.
There's not so much focus with Gen Z. That's what I found out.
Very true.
I feel like Gen Z they have this thing of it might be hard to to be steadfast for quite a while.
I'm distracted right now.
Okay.
Why?
So,
I'm not sure
in relationships with Gen Z, how do you stay the course? So, for instance, variety people, Gen Z, they want to try out stuff. How do you stay the course? How does a relationship go long term? How do you focus when it comes to relationships as a Gen Z?
So it's different as Gen Z because, I mean, for older generations, relationships are probably something that they have the idea of getting married to their partner.
Yeah.
But it's different now because nowadays, you don't get to see lots of people who have that mindset going into relationships. They just want to have a good time.
Okay.
It's like experiment. So like we are really young and there's so many years ahead of us. And we just feel like, I don't know, maybe it's the media. We should just enjoy our life right now.
Okay.
And it is a wrong mentality. I'm speaking as me now. Yeah, it's not a mentality to go into a relationship with.
Of course.
And on Gist, we try to like, okay, so when you go into a relationship without having a long-term one in mind, there are symptoms of that illness. I'll call it an illness. Yeah, there are symptoms of those. So at Gist, we try to fix these symptoms while trying to let you know that you are doing the wrong thing in the first place.
Okay, so
is there some sort of pushback? Because I mean, if you're talking to me, I'm saying, like, why are you trying to fix me? Are you saying I'm broken?
Yes, I am.
I like that.
So how do you do that? I want to get into, but how do you do it? What do you tell them?
It's real to me as well, because I'm a Gen Z person.
Okay.
So I know the struggles. I probably know. I'm not in a relationship myself. Actually, never been in one. Okay. So it's weird. Yes, exactly. It's very weird. But like, I'm aware of what the challenges could be. And so myself and my co-host, we just try to fix those challenges for you. Yeah.
I wanted to touch on, there was something we discussed a little earlier on, the fact that in our day, let's not say we are that old, we had the kind of relationships where you could probably date the same person from year 1 to 4.
Final year.
Yes. but it doesn't seem to be that way right now. Is there an answer to the why of that question?
Oh, yes, definitely. And I would say the media, all sort of media. So I'm talking social media, mass media, all of it.
Okay.
I don't know, over the years, and maybe especially in Nigeria, I'm not sure. It's like the world is sick, very sick, and people just really want to have a good time.
Okay.
So people are willing to pay any price just to feel happy. And one of those is like relationships. So they find somebody who gives them like temporary happiness, and they're okay with that.
They're just good with it.
Yeah, they're just cool with it. And you know that relationships are a lot of hard work. And somehow this generation doesn't really want hard work. So it's like, let's do it when we are tired and let's just rest.
Do you feel like there's some kind of responsibility? You've put some sort of responsibility on your shoulders, carrying out this show. Now, this is the 2nd season.
Yes.
That's a lot.
A lot.
And the sort of messages and feedback you're getting. Talk to us about that.
It's been amazing. So right now, we have like 0 sponsors, but there's so much love. We get lots of streams, we get lots of shares, and thanks to the production company, like content is top-notch. The production is really good.
Yeah.
So there's no reason to not share it to someone. And then you're learning a lot. So it's just really been amazing because I get to be on something that is that important to my generation. It feels like a lot of responsibility, but at the same time, it's worth it. It's a lot of stress, trust me, but it's worth it.
What is the end game for you? Adi, what is the end game? What are you trying to achieve with all of this?
Even before Beijing, I had always been that guy that really wanted to help as many Gen Z people as he could. And this is like fulfilling purpose for me. Yeah, so I like that. I'm not just moving. I'm moving with people.
We'll end with that. I like that.
Yes.
Fulfilling purpose. That's a strong one. That's the strongest one for me. Well done for doing what you're doing.